Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Dwayne The Rock Johnson bloopers.
Is that your father's watch?
No, it's the watch from Pulp Fiction.
Sorry.
For this list, we're looking at some of the best and most hilarious outtakes from The Rock's cinematic career. Be warned, there may be some film spoilers ahead. Who's a better wrestler turned actor, John Cena or Dwayne Johnson? Let us know below. Number 10. Quiet Slap. Central Intelligence. There's probably not a more delightful and heartwarming friendship in Hollywood than that of The Rock and Kevin Hart. Well, maybe Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Well, that's an exciting revelation, because I don't remember you looking at me in the canteen.
Well, I did it surreptitiously.
Yes, I was probably looking at Roger Rees or something
Yeah,
like that.
very likely. With good cause,
With
I
good
might
cause.
say.
But this little enlarged duo takes top place in the US at least. And when they teamed up for Central Intelligence, they struggled to not laugh in certain scenes.
It's called soul gazing. Stare into my soul, and I'll stare into yours.
In this outtake, as their characters are in a therapy session and undertaking a bit of role-playing, slaps by Johnson while shushing Hart make the two break character many times.
I promise you on everything. Let's keep on.
Considering Johnson made his name in the wrestling realm, Hart takes those slaps like a champ. Later on, The Rock anticipating a kiss also causes the two to devolve back into laughter. Number 9. Animal Riding. The Scorpion King. In his first ever main cinematic role, Dwayne Johnson was under a lot of pressure for 2002's The Scorpion King. But with his natural charisma and years of acting from wrestling, this career pivot would be fine. But through those years, one thing he didn't do too often was perform with animals.
Oh, that's comforting.
So, who is your friend?
Memnon Sorcerer.
Memnon Sorcerer? Are you insane? She's going to get us all killed!
And that lack of experience may have been a factor for this blooper. As The Rock gets on top of a camel with co-star Kelly Hu, he might not have had a good grip on the beast. Immediately, you can see him and Hu begin to tip over and somehow remain weirdly silent. The only person vocally reacting seems to be Grant Heslov.
She's the sorcerer? Wait a minute, where are you going? Oh!
Number 8. Floppy Wing. Tooth Fairy. Next, we have an issue that many men might be able to relate to. While the Tooth Fairy is often mocked in Johnson's library, it's not as bad as many think.
Who's the tooth fairy? Am I the tooth? I'm the tooth fairy! Stop it!
It had some good moments. Not many, but some. Employing practical effects, Johnson has wings strapped to his back during shooting. And at inconvenient times, they lose their strength and get floppy. In one scene, Johnson flexes his flying appendages, only for one to collapse to the amusement of the cast and crew. Later on, with the People's Champ holding a remote control, the same wing decides to lose its vitality once again. Nowadays, it would probably just be easier to use CGI. Then again, CGI-ing costumes has its own problems. Just ask Ryan Reynolds.
Wow! I know, right?
Number 7. Peck Pondering. Journey to the Mysterious Island. If you were a muscle-covered person who worked out regularly instead of just sitting at a desk like us, you know you would be bouncing your pecs whenever possible.
Are you serious? You're not messing with me.
No.
Luckily for Johnson, he gets to do that whenever he likes, and we are really jealous. While filming 2012's Journey to the Mysterious Island, Vanessa Hudgens comments on the strange island they find themselves on.
What is this place?
Whoa! This island, it shrunk us!
With wonderment on his face, Johnson's pecs dance as he takes in the scenery as the camera pans across the trio. The sudden jiggling chest muscles of The Rock cause Josh Hutcherson to crack up pretty quickly.
What is this place?
They should have left this blooper in the final cut. Number 6. Mouthful. Race to Witch Mountain. In a film that launched a meme revolution, 2009's Race to Witch Mountain lives in the hearts and minds of many folks.
Where'd you come from?
Outside.
Yeah, I figured that part out on my own. How'd you get in the car?
Through that portal.
And since this story had Johnson, who is famous for uploading his cheat day meals eating at a diner, havoc was soon to play out. The creator of the People's Eyebrow decided to eat and act at the same time, causing him to talk with a mouthful of food as he judges his co-stars for their dining habits.
Enough! Wipe your mouth.
Of course, Anna Sophia Robb and Alexander Ludwig struggled to keep it together. After numerous takes, The Rock jokes that director Andy Fickman added the scene to mess with him.
Andy wrote this scene as a joke on me.
And if that's true, Fickman did the right thing. Number 5. Words are hard. Baywatch. Everyone has at least one word in their native tongue that they struggle to pronounce. It could be anti-disestablishmentarianism, ignominious, or something a tad simpler.
Do you have any proof of this conspiracy?
Yeah, absolutely. We read the coroner's report. It's all in there. Before those other guys switched it.
Yeah, I got those on the first try. For The Rock, who has delivered an uncountable number of improvised wrestling promos and reading from scripts, he met his match on the set of 2017's Baywatch. Standing next to Alexandra Daddario and Zac Efron, Johnson tries several times to say the word coroners, as in coroner's report.
Yeah, we saw it in the coroners. Yeah, we saw it in the
Corners.
But it doesn't work out. At one point, it comes out as coroner's report, which Efron picks up on and mocks his co-star.
Yeah, we saw it in the coroners. Yeah, we saw it in the
Corners. It's not in the coroner's report. It was in the coroner's report.
I'm gonna get it.
One final time, Johnson goes for it, only for it to come out weird again, causing his fellow actors to laugh. Number 4. Car failure. Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle. When it was announced that a reboot of the Jumanji film was coming out, fans of the franchise were apprehensive. But those frowns turned upside down once they saw 2017's Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle.
I think we're in the game.
Sorry, excuse me?
What are you talking about?
Somehow, I don't know how, I think we got like sucked into the game.
In one scene, the heroes' avatars are dropped off in the jungle for their dangerous mission.
You must go to the bazaar and find the missing piece.
The bazaar.
Missing piece of what?
Cheerio!
Wait, you can't just give us a ride to the statue?
Just as Rhys Darby does his little rhyme and goes to leave, it doesn't pan out very well in this blooper. The cast awkwardly watches on as the 4x4 struggles to move.
Cheerio! Off you go!
When it eventually does pick up a little speed, it then stalls and comes to an abrupt stop. Not missing a cue, Johnson, with a deadpan delivery, states, "It's good."
It's good.
Number 3. Scrubbing up lively. Central Intelligence. Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson's love comes into play again in this spy-tastic film. At the end of the film, with Hart's character off to work at the CIA with Johnson's, the comedian is dressed in a dashing suit.
You look like a Black Will Smith or something.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if that's racist or not, but I'll take it as a compliment.
As Johnson picks him up, he uses similes to compliment his friend's dapper appearance. Well, in the outtakes, Johnson goes through various examples. Personal highlights include saying Hart looks like a black Kate Upton or a black Blake Lively.
Look like a black Kate Upton or something, you know? You look like a black Blake Lively. You look like a darker Sinbad or something.
In another take, Johnson drops the simile section completely, and he hates it. He utters a curse word about that take, making it delightful as a result.
You look great.
Thanks, man.
You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, good.
All right, come on.
This take, I don't like this.
Number 2. Thanks, Dad. Red Notice. Soon after its release on Netflix, 2021's Red Notice became an instant hit, as it smashed the streaming service's viewing records. And it's not hard to see why, with a cast like Gal Gadot, Ryan Reynolds, and Dwayne Johnson.
You want to arrest me? Come. Arrest me.
I just want the egg.
The latter two are uber popular with fans for their comedic shenanigans, so you can probably imagine the gold nugget-filled outtakes.
No, we're gonna get it right now.
In one, when Johnson is sarcastically praising Reynolds, the Deadpool actor's response is amazing. After retorting, "Thanks, Dad," he immediately launches into an aggressive curse word at The Rock, causing Johnson and the crew to laugh.
Come a long way, and I'm really proud of you.
Aw, thanks, Dad.
Oh, that's perfect.
While Reynolds apologizes, Johnson swats it away by saying his response was, quote, perfect. And we wholeheartedly agree. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Baby oil. Fast and Furious 6. Sometimes a blooper is so good that it makes it into the final cut of the film. It's a rare occurrence, but so amazing when it happens.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Like an eclipse. One of these magical moments took place in 2013's Fast and Furious 6. With Johnson's character approaching the house, Tyrese Gibson jokes about hiding the baby oil because, Johnson is ripped and apparently vain about it.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. I'm just playing.
Originally, The Rock wasn't meant to say anything. But instead, he fires back that Gibson should hide his big forehead. While Ludacris spits out his beer as he laughs, Gibson, ever the pro, carries on in character that he was only joking.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. I'm just playing. You better hide that big-ass forehead. I was just joking. Whatever.
It is one of the best moments in the entire franchise. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.